Well, now we're doing worksheet 2C. So the first question is if you complete the four-step problem-solving process carefully and thoroughly, then you will have no uncertainty about your final answer. Well, I think you've encountered these problem-solving processes before in another math class, and you always, or almost always, run into problems. So it isn't a sure thing. It's how you interpret it and whatnot. So now, number 2, a traffic. Oh, by the way, so number 1, that sentence doesn't make sense. So number 2, a traffic counter consists of a thin black tube stretched across a street or highway and connected to a brain box at the side of the road. The device registers 1 count each time a set of wheels, that is, wheels on a single axle, rolls over the tube. A normal automobile, 2 axles, registers 2 counts. And a light truck, 3 axles, registers 3 counts. And suppose that during a 1-hour period, a particular counter registers 41 counts on a residential street on which only 2-axle vehicles, cars, and 3-axle vehicles, light trucks, are allowed. How many cars and light trucks passed over the traffic counter? Find all possible solutions. Okay, we'll do that. So let's make a little chart, and we've got, let's see, 2 counts. And 3 counts. And ultimately we need 41 counts. So if, by the way, are there any 41's not an even number. And these counts will always be even because if a car goes over at any car, you always get 2 counts. On the other hand, trucks, if an even multiples of 3 will not work here because we'd have an even plus an even is not going to equal an odd. So let's just consider the odd multiples of 3, such as 1 times 3 is 3, and 2 times 3, no, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 3, no, 5 times 3 is 15, 7 times 3 is 21, 9 times 3 is 27, 11 times 3 is 33, 13 times 3 is 39, and so we can't go any farther than that. Well, let's see. 3 and what is 41? Well, I would say 3 and 38. And 9 and what is 41? 32. And 15. By the way, 15 and what is 41? I think that's going to be 26. Notice, what's the difference in counts here? The difference from 32 to 38 is 6. The difference from 26 to 32 is 6. Looks like we have a pattern. If we reduce this by 6, we'll get 20. See if that works. 20 and 21 is 41. Reduce this by 6, we get 14. 14 and 27 is 41. Hey, we can just keep subtracting 6. So we get 8. 8 and 33 is 41. And subtract 6. I beg your pardon. We're going to subtract 6. That means we're going to have 2 here. 2 and 39 is 41. So, therefore, how many cars? Let's count the number of cars. And here the number of trucks, T's. Trucks, T-R-U-C-K-S. So here we're going to get one car. Here we're going to get, let's see, 2 times 4 cars. Here we're going to get 7 cars. Do we see a pattern here? 1 and 3 is 4, and 3 is 7, and 3 is 10, and 3 is 13, and 3 is 16, and 3 is 19. 19 times 2 is 38. Let's look for a pattern here. 3 and 6 is 9, so we've got one truck, one truck, and then 3 times 3, 3 times 5, oh I see, 5, we're going up 2, aren't we? 5, 7, we knew that to begin with, that's where we worked it out, 9, 11, and 13. We did that to start with, I should have kept track of that. So anyhow, there's our combinations. 1 and 13, 4 and 11, and so on. So, and that takes care of it. So 1 and 19, 3 and 16, 5 and 13, 10 and 7, 7 and 9. And does that answer our question, how many cars and light trucks? Yeah, those are our combinations that work. And we're done with that one. Now, suppose you have 10 white socks. This is number 3. Suppose you have 10 white socks, so 10 whites, 10 white, and 6 blacks, 6 blacks. In a clothes dryer, how many socks must you withdraw from the clothes dryer without looking to be certain of having a pair of white socks? Well, what if we reach into the dryer and the first 6 socks we pick out are black? If that's the case, in order to get one pair of white socks, we have to pull out 2 more socks and they will be white. Now, we may pull out 2 white socks the first 2 draws, but since we can't look, we can't guarantee that they're white, but we can guarantee that if we pull out 8 socks, that at least 2 of those will be white. And we're going to, let's see, let's keep going. Do another one. Oh yes, the number 4. And that's the, how do you measure, matter of fact, let's hold off on this. I'll come right back to it. We'll stop.